Alright guys, quick video about high flows. Alright, I've been getting a lot of requests about these for a while. Never really wanted to do a video on them because, quite honestly, I'm not a high flow valve guy myself, because after a lot of testing they just really didn't provide me much of a benefit. I'm going to show you what a high flow valve. This is just a couple of them. I actually have a boatload of them. The most common ones you guys are missing on here are the 9-ball ones, the Neo and the what's the other one called? I forget the other one. Basically, they're red and blue. I can't remember, but those were crappy, right? Those were just horrible. Now, this is what a high flow valve is, right? Can you guys see this? These go into your mag. Now, take a look at that. Take a good look at that port, and remember how big this is. All right, that's where the gas enters through, in here, through here, out into your, where your loading nozzle is. Now, here is a stock TM. See? Take a look at that. There's 4 ports on here and they're significantly smaller. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here is even a smaller one. These came out of the Blacktown mags and they're basically built, I would say built for Japanese, but there's nothing wrong with these stock ones. The cool thing about this, sure, you can have a little less FPS, but the thing is, you're going to be able to get more shots out of your mag. And to some people that might be a great thing. For me, it's a great thing. So I actually like these. But if you're going to get a high flow valve, and the only time I really do use them is for my douchebag mags and some builds that are limited by their size. And by size, I mean when you're getting, do I have a 4.3 on me? I don't have one near me, right? I'm in the process of moving, so I apologize, guys, but my house is a mess. Now, a 4.3, I've had some builds where people don't want to upgrade the inner barrel, and we literally upgraded everything, and they want, let's say, 400 FPS, some high number. The only way you can really get that, oh, sorry, hitting the camera. The only way you can really get that, if you don't want to upgrade your barrel, some other, where you get most of your FPS from, you have to go get a high flow valve. Now, a lot of these work and they don't work. If I were to go on that, this video would take 10 hours, and you guys know me. I don't. That's not me. First of all, remember, guys, I'm an idiot. I'm not a master. I don't know everything. I would check the forum for this, but the only high flow valve that I actually will ever stand by are these guys. All right, I literally love KM Head 1950. Of course, you're going to pay more for these. These are Japanese made. They actually come with a 0.5 and a 1mm shim. I'm going to show you how to install those because no. I'll have a separate video on that because someone did ask me for help on these. All right, these are the only high flow valves I actually like. They were consistent for me, and it gave me the option of 0.5 and a 1. What that does is actually on here, guys. Take a good look. You see, one is a little more pronounced than the other one. This is a 1mm, and this is a 0.5. It allows the valve striker to strike it, and you guys can fine tune it to what you want it to be, which is really cool. So, what high flow valves do is they increase your FPS, but it's a double-edged sword. That's why I don't really like them. You lose a lot of gas efficiency. Okay, just imagine this versus this. Imagine how much more gas is coming out, right? You guys obviously can't see that from that far, but I showed you earlier. So just try to imagine that in your mag going through into your loading nozzle. You guys understand? You're losing a lot more gas, but you're getting more power into your pistol. Another thing I see what people don't do when they upgrade their high flow valves, they always tell me, well, I bought high flow valves, but I don't see a difference. They're not striking any harder, or I'm light striking. You need to upgrade your hammer spring. When you upgrade your valve, what's it called, high flow valve, you'll need to upgrade your hammer spring. They basically go in pairs, sort of. All right, so keep that in mind. You get high flow valve, get a stronger hammer spring. It depends, guys. There are a plethora of companies that make high flow valves. Ah, damn it. There are a bunch of high flows. I know, burning money sucks and everything, but guys, it's probably the best way to learn. But anyways, go check the forum. You'll find out what's good. maybe they probably have someone probably has a guide on high flow valves, but literally after all the testing I've done, the only ones I really stick to or sell or basically put in the customer's gun are the KM 1950s. These are it, and I usually pair them with the 9-ball lips. And I never told you guys, but these are what I call my douchebag mags. Basically, since I try to run pistols only, you guys. Obviously, I'm not now because I'm fat and being a dumbass. Don't do what I'm doing, guys. This is horrible. All right, but anyways, don't hold me accountable for these. Don't abuse these to hurt people. But basically, these are meant to teach cheaters a lesson. Okay, so if I'm shooting, whatever 300, and I put these in, I'm shooting a little more than the average. Okay, I'm not gonna say what I'm shooting, but my local people know. I call these douchebag mags. You know what? They're so freaking light. It's easy to carry in your You can carry these anywhere in your pocket, dump pouch, whatever. It's like you're weighing nothing. So whenever I see cheaters, I pop these out, and these are the only time I will actually use high flow valves. I literally can carry 8 mags now, thanks to these Black Talons and the Pro Wings. But these are actually these are pretty solid in FPS. All right, so that was a quick video about high flow. So keep in mind, it's a double-edged sword. You're losing gas efficiency, but you will get stronger FPS. And make sure you get the stronger hammer spring. Otherwise, you're really not going to see the effect of it. I think I covered what people asked me to cover about high flow valves. All right. If this video wasn't good enough, just do the usual. Just let me know. But yeah, basically, if you would, that's right. I never told you guys the FPS. It depends on the company you guys get. Some are good and some are not. Some are not consistent. But on average, 10 to 30. 10 to 30 would be my average FPS. Another thing is sometimes if your build isn't properly getting the full seal or anything, you may not even notice a difference when you put in a high flow valve. That's when you gotta start working on your loading nozzle, blow pack house unit, make sure everything's seating properly on your mag, or making sure the mag sits up. It's the whole, what it is. It's the gas war, you guys. You need to work on it to make it be effective. So keep that in mind. So that's my number one tip. If you do get a high flow valve, you put it in and you got the hammer spring and you're noticing no FPS increase, make sure everything is seating properly, it's getting flush with the mag, okay? Because if you have a gap between your mag and your loading nozzle, guess what? That high flow is not working for you. Alright, I think I covered everything important. High flow. My conclusion is, damn, they suck, except for douchebag mags, or if you're stuck to a very small building, you want to hit 400 FPS or something. The only thing I can really recommend is just my personal opinion. I'm pretty sure some people actually like these besides me, but KM had 1950. Literally the only ones I will stand by. I'll see you guys around. Have a good day.